in down dog. On the inhale, come forward to a plank position and look forward. Exhale here for 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. So making sure that the hips are in one long line with the torso, not sinking, not poking up. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. There we go. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. On the inhale, walk the feet forward till the toes come 6 to 8 inches behind the wrist creases. And then exhale, fold over the legs. Uttanasana. Legs can be hips width distance apart. And if the palms are not firmly on the ground, you know what to do. Place those hands on blocks. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Inhale, clasp the hands behind the back. Exhale, move the arms away from the torso. Inhale, roll up to stand. And then exhale, release the hands by the side. Actually, bring the hands back behind you. Inhale, clasp the hands behind you. Exhale, tuck the chin and move the arms away from the torso. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Now release the hands by the side. On the inhale, bring the arms alongside the ears. Grab the right wrist with the left hand. And then exhale, side bend, stretch over to the left. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, come to stand up. Grab the other wrist. And then exhale, side bend, stretch to the right. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. I have a towel. Inhale, exhale 4. Thank you. Inhale, exhale 5. On the inhale, come to stand up tall. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, heel toe the feet as wide as the mat. And then exhale, toes pointing out, heels on the mat, toes on the floor. Exhale, bring the sit bones down, coming into a yogi squat. If you need to sit on a block, go ahead. Inhale, exhale 1, high melody. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. You can sit on the block. Exhale 5. Inhale, exhale 6. Inhale, exhale 7. Inhale, exhale 8. Inhale, exhale 9. Inhale, exhale. Place the hands on the ground. Come to sit down. Lengthen the legs out in front of you. Dandasana, staff seat. Toes are pointed up to the ceiling, pressing through those heels. On the inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, place the right foot on the outside of the left knee. Inhale, lift the left arm alongside the ear. And exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lengthen the right leg out. Inhale, bend the left leg. Exhale, place the left foot on the outside of the right knee. Inhale, lift the right arm alongside the ear. And exhale, twist to the left. Inhale. Exhale 1. Pressing through that right heel. Toes point up toward the ceiling, not out to the right side. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. That means you have to turn the leg in from the hip. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, straighten the left leg to meet the right. On the inhale, bend the knees, hips width distance apart, placing the feet on the ground where the knees were. Bring the fingertips 6 to 8 inches behind the sit bones. Inhale, lift the hips. And exhale, bring the head back with control. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck the chin in and come to find a comfortable seat. Open the chant books to page 16. You have a chant book. Oh, Ram, I'm sorry. I didn't get that for you. Sorry. We are going to chant number 19. Hit song around here. It's a new month and a new exploration, which we'll talk about in a minute. But keeping in continuity with last month's theme, we will chant Loka Samasta. So, sitting up tall, closing the eyes, remembering that breath, taking a deep full inhale. Exhale everything out. Taking an inhale. Exhale. And then inhale for 3 Oms. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Together, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. And may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some small way to that happiness and to that freedom for all. So in last month's exploration, we explored many different facets of this saying, really kind of getting at the heart of otherness and sort of exploring that as it relates to more like speciesism, right? So we had the story of the turkey that Austin wrote about, how the turkey saved the world, and how we think about humans and animals. And do we see the divinity in all of these beings, all sentient beings? And think about the happiness and freedom for a cockroach and for myself, right? Or my neighbor. And how might that be different? And how might I need to put myself in another person's shoes to see that, or another being's shoes to see that perspective? This month, our exploration, Why War, is also looking at otherness. And we start to think about otherness as it relates to people and humans. Some yogis will say that the root of all suffering is this idea of otherness. When a person or a group of people appear different than we are, think differently, right? Diversity can often bring otherness. Here at Urban Sadhu, one of the tenets of the method is Aikyam, or oneness of being, honoring the divinity that's in each one of us, that spark in each one of us and in all beings. And yoga, it does acknowledge that you and I are going to have different experiences in life as we embody this body. And that those uniquenesses can be honored, but really we're also looking at how we're all very similar and the same, and that divinity in all of us. So as we think about conflict and war, you and I may not have direct influence over those things, especially if they're in other parts of the world that we don't inhabit. I mean, maybe you do, right? But we do have direct influence over the things that we do in our own lives to affect in some small way the happiness and freedom for all. And where kind of like the rubber meets the road here, and we start to take off our rose-colored glasses as it relates to this sloka samasta sukhi no bhavantu, is, yeah, it's easy to see, okay, if I hold the door for my neighbor, bring in their package, that's nice, I'm being nice to them. But what am I posting on social media, right? What am I doing in dialogue with other people who have different opinions than I do? And yoga asks us to think about, am I encouraging otherness? Or maybe I am taking a stand one way or another, but how am I engaging with others? Am I fostering this idea of the oneness of being? Or am I further dividing us with what I'm doing, right? And maybe you don't post on social media, so it's something else. We were all just maybe at the Thanksgiving Day table or what have you, right? So just yoga asks us to think about those things, bless you. And as I develop my flexibility on the mat, what am I doing with that flexibility off the mat, right? Am I creating a flexible mind to see others' perspectives? And again, am I fostering that idea of the oneness of being and seeing and respecting and honoring the diversity, but also seeing the divinity in all? So as we practice, I mean, this is a heavy topic we'll talk about all month. And certainly I'm not going to say anything about war or conflict that hasn't already been said, studied, and much more eloquently. But as we practice tonight, let us dedicate, let's bring our hands together in prayer and close the eyes. Let's dedicate our practice, our energy to those in the world who are affected by war. Maybe that's an existing one or a past one. And let us send Shanti and our own compassion to those affected. Open the eyes, come to stand up. Place the chant books at the front of the mat. I will try to remember to come and get them. And then come to stand in Tadasana, hands by the side. Energy moving up the front of the body as you inhale. 2, 3, 4. And then exhale, energy moving down the back of the body. 2, 3, 4. Often in our yoga asanas, we feel like energy is moving in different directions. We're grounding down but reaching up, right? There is this seemingly on the surface contradiction. Ram, bring your big toes and heels to touch, please, so that we can see what the other side of our body is doing. But how do you make sense of those contradictions and movements of the breath and what Stefanie or any teacher is trying to tell you to do in those moments? So on the inhale, bring the prayer hands into heart center and then bring the prayer hands up overhead and see the prayer. Exhale, fold over straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up, prepare. Exhale, step or hop back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2, engaging that Ujjayi pranayama as we talked about at the top of class. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Helena, lifting the heels, not bringing them all the way down to the ground. So they're reaching down, but not quite there. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, prepare. On the inhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold over straight legs. Inhale with straight legs, bring the prayer hands up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold over straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up, prepare. Exhale, step or hop back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Feet are hips width distance apart. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bend the knees, look forward, prepare. On the inhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold over straight legs. Inhale with straight legs, bring the prayer hands up overhead, see the prayer. Exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana. On the inhale, hook the thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, clasp the hands behind the back, straighten arms and legs. On the inhale, place the hands down next to the feet, step the right foot back to a lunge, looking forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, seat to heels, downward facing dog. On your inhale, step the right foot forward to a lunge, look forward. Exhale, left foot comes to meet right, fold over straight legs. Inhale, bend your knees, hook your thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, clasp the hands behind the back, straighten arms and legs. On the inhale, place the hands down next to the feet, step the left foot back to a lunge, look forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, seat to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the left foot forward to a lunge, look forward. Exhale, right foot comes to meet left, fold over, straight legs. On the inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana. Let's do that one again. Inhale, hook the thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, clasp the hands behind the back, straighten arms and legs. On the inhale, place the hands down next to the feet, step the right foot back to a lunge, look forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, seat to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the right foot forward to a lunge. Exhale, left foot comes to meet right, fold over, straight legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, clasp the hands behind the back, straighten arms and legs. On the inhale, place the hands down next to the feet, step the left foot back to a lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, seat to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the left foot forward to a lunge, look forward. Exhale, right foot comes to meet left, fold over, straight legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana. On the inhale, bend the knees, arms alongside, here's Utkatasana. Exhale, bring the hands through heart center and twist to the right, left elbow on the outside of the right knee. On the inhale here, exhale, looking over the right shoulder if you can. Inhale, exhale 2, keeping the knees together. Exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5, inhale, come back to center, arms alongside ears. Exhale, fold over straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees, arms alongside ears, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands through heart center, twist to the left, right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Inhale, exhale 1, twisting from the base of the spine. Exhale 2, looking over the left shoulder. Exhale 3, knees are still facing Krishna. Exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, come back to center, arms alongside ears, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold over straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up, prepare. Exhale, step or hop back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. On the inhale, step the right foot forward, left heel comes down, rise up, warrior 1, and exhale here for 1. Inhale, exhale 2, bend the right knee, exhale 3. Arms come from the heart, reaching up to the front of the room like a warrior using their heart for compassion. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, open arms and hips to warrior 2. On the inhale, lengthen the right leg. Exhale, reach toward Krishna. Place the right hand on the right shin. Left arm comes up to the sky for Trikonasana, lengthening the right leg. So straightening this right leg. Inhale. Exhale 1. Hand comes to the shin. Exhale 2. Reaching up to the sky. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, lift the torso. And then exhale, keeping the leg straight, bring the left arm down alongside the back of the left leg and bring the right arm up and side bend stretch on the right. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3, looking into the right palm. Exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Bend the right knee, keeping the torso where it is for reverse warrior. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, lift the torso and lengthen the right leg. 1 breath. Exhale, bend the right knee, warrior 2. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Bringing the shoulders over the hips. Austin likes to say we're not surfing here. Exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, lengthen the right leg. And then exhale, rebend the right knee. Place the right hand on the outside of the right foot. Left arm comes alongside the ear for extended side angle A. Inhale, exhale 1. Bringing the gaze into the left palm. We put the block on the outside of our foot in order to allow for the torso to spiral open. So remember this feeling of spiraling the torso open while you look into the left palm and your torso and chest is facing the side of the room. On the inhale, bring the left hand down to the ground and come up onto the ball of the left foot. Exhale, hop the left foot in, lengthening the right leg, just until the heel comes down on the ground. So legs are still about almost a leg's width distance apart, or about half a leg's width distance apart. Toes are pointing toward the front of the mat. Legs are on railroad tracks, not a tightrope. Inhale, pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Exhale, fold over straight legs for Parsvottanasana. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, place the left hand on the outside of the right foot, making a connection with the left forearm to the right shin. Inhale, lift the right arm up to the ceiling for revolved triangle. Inhale, exhale 1. There you go. You can put 2 blocks if you want. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, bring the right hand down. Frame the right leg with both hands, softening the knees. Exhale, bring the left knee down to the ground underneath the left hip. Inhale, lift the torso, arms alongside ears. Exhale, hands through heart center and twist to the right, left armpit on the outside of the right leg. On the inhale, tuck the back toes, lift the left knee off the ground. If stable, don't have to do that. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3, looking over the right shoulder. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, come back to center, framing the front foot with both hands. And then exhale, step back, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the left foot forward, right heel comes down. Rise up, warrior 1, and exhale here for 1. Pulling that left hip back, right hip forward. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, open arms and hips to warrior 2. On the inhale, lengthen the left leg. And on the exhale, reach the left arm toward the front of the room. Left hand comes down to the shin. Right arm comes up. Trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2, looking up at the right hand, reaching toward the ceiling while the feet are pressing down, grounding down. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, come to stand up tall. And then exhale, bring the right arm alongside the right leg and side bend stretch over toward the back with the stretching the left side of the body. Feet are going to stay exactly as they were. So turn this foot back that way. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bend the left knee now, coming into a reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale 1. Knee tracks over the foot. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, come to stand up, lengthening the left leg. And then exhale, rebend the left knee, coming into warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale 1. See if we can turn this foot even more perfect. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Shoulders over hips. Much better, everybody. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, lengthen the left leg. Exhale, rebend the left knee. Place the left hand on the outside of the left foot on a block. Bring the right arm alongside the ear, looking into the right palm. Extended side angle A. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Remembering to spiral that chest open towards the side of the room, but still keep the arm alongside the ear and look into the palm. Melody, come bring some of the weight forward into the leg. So not all of the weight stays back here. Move it forward. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, bring the right hand down to the ground, framing the left foot, coming up onto the ball of the right foot. Exhale, hop that right foot in just enough so the heel comes down on the ground. Legs are on railroad tracks. Inhale, pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Exhale, fold over straight legs for Parsvottanasana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. This way. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, place the right hand on the outside of the left foot, making contact with that right forearm to the left shin. Inhale, lift the left arm up to the sky for revolved triangle. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, bring the left hand down to the ground and frame the left foot with both hands. And then exhale, soften the knees. Bring the right knee down to the ground underneath the right hip. Inhale, lift the torso, arms alongside ears. Exhale, hands through heart center and twist to the left. Right elbow or armpit on the outside of the left leg. Inhale, tuck the back toes, lift the right knee off the ground. And exhale here, trying to look over the left shoulder if that's available to you. As a modification, you can still keep that right knee on the ground. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3, trying to spiral that chest open to this side of the room. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, come back to center, framing the front foot with both hands. And exhale, stepping back, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the right foot forward. Left heel comes down, rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, open arms and hips, warrior 2. On the inhale, extend the right leg, 1 breath. Exhale, bend the right knee, place the right hand on the inside of the right foot. Left arm comes up to the ceiling for extended side angle B. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. So bending that right knee coming over the right foot. Everybody's putting all of their weight into their hip, bending through that right knee. I know it hurts a little bit. Exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Now on the inhale, bring the left hand down to the ground. Keep the legs where they are. And then exhale, just walk the hands around to the open side of the legs, creating a wide straddle with the legs. Everyone's facing this side of the room. Feet are parallel to the front and back sides of the mat, or even turned in slightly. Your legs are about one leg's width distance apart. If you need blocks to bring the floor a little bit closer to you, just to make sure that your feet are parallel to the front and back sides of that mat, do it. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. If your hands are on the ground and you'd like to walk your fingertips back in line with the toes, so creating chaturanga arms, right? So fingertips are still pointing forward. If you can place the head on the ground, go ahead. And if tripod headstand is in your practice, go ahead. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. 2 blocks for 2 hands. Exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. On the inhale, look up. On the exhale, keeping the right leg where it is, bring the left knee down to the ground underneath the left hip. Then you can lengthen the right leg out. Foot is still parallel to the front edge of the mat. Bring the right arm alongside the right leg. Inhale, lift the left arm alongside the ear. And then exhale, side bend stretch over toward the right leg. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. You can put a blanket under the knee if that hurts. Exhale 3. Really side bend stretch. Don't phone it in. Exhale 4. You can look up into the palm of the hand. Exhale 5. Now this is so easy, but inhale, come up. Exhale, place the hands on the ground. Move the left shin forward and come to sit down behind your leg. You got it. You got it. Toes, right toes are going to come up to the sky. Okay. Now place the right hand on the inside of the leg. And then inhale, bring the left arm up alongside the ear. And exhale, side bend stretch. Remember that spiraling open feeling of the chest. You can reach toward the toes, but more important to keep that chest open and then continuing to get that side bend stretch than reaching your toes. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Now inhale, lift the torso. And then exhale, super easy. Take the right leg, swing it around, face the back of the mat, and come set up for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Okay, cool. Inhale, lift the left arm alongside the ear. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, counter twist. Keeping the torso up, we're just twisting from the spine the other way. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, swing that right leg around, coming into a downward facing dog. No worries, you can face the back of the room. Inhale, step the left foot forward, right heel comes down. Rise up, warrior one. Exhale, open arms and hips, warrior two. Inhale, extend the left leg, one breath. Exhale, rebend the left knee, placing the left hand on the inside of the left foot. Right arm comes up to the sky. Extended side angle. B, inhale, exhale one, inhale, exhale two, inhale, exhale three, inhale, exhale four, inhale, exhale five. Now inhale, bring the right arm down to the ground, keeping the right heel on the ground, and then walk your hands back toward the same side of the room that we were just on. Feet are parallel to the mat. Now inhale here, you can grab the big toes in yogi toe lock, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, exhale one, inhale, exhale two, inhale, exhale three, inhale, exhale four, inhale, exhale five. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up, place the hands on the ground, and then exhale, bring the right knee down to the ground. Left leg stays where it is, out to the side. Bring the left arm alongside the left leg. Inhale, lift the right arm up, and then exhale, side bend stretch to the left. Inhale, exhale one, inhale, exhale two, inhale, exhale three, inhale, exhale four, inhale, exhale five. Inhale, lift the torso, and then exhale, place the hands on the ground. Remember, just shift the right shin forward and come to sit down behind. You can lift the left toes up. Now place the left hand on the inside of the left leg. Inhale, bring the right arm alongside the ear. And then exhale, side bend stretch over the left leg. Your forearm can come down to the ground, that's fine. Again, you can be reaching for those toes that you're pressing through that heel, but more important to remember how to spiral that chest open so you get that nice side bend stretch. Inhale, exhale one, inhale, exhale two, inhale, exhale three, inhale, exhale four, inhale, exhale five, inhale, lift the torso, and then exhale, take the left leg, spin it around, come face back the front of the room, cross it over. You guys are too good. Inhale, lift the right arm alongside the ear. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, exhale one. Inhale, exhale two. Inhale, exhale three. Inhale, exhale four. Inhale, exhale five. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, counter twist. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, swing the left leg around and come into a downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the right foot forward to a lunge. And then exhale, bring the left knee to the outside of the right foot. Come to sit down. Now stack the right shin on top of the left to Agni Stambhasana. If you need to put a blanket or anything, making sure that the ankle is stacked over the knee, pressing into the heel. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, exhale one. Inhale, exhale two. See if we can remember our Ujjayi pranayama in the room, that helps us to remind each other of our oneness of being. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, walk the hands back. And then pick up your leg, your right leg, and cradle it in your arms. And rock your leg like a baby. Just kind of lubricating that hip. And now take your right hand, thread the right hand underneath the right leg, and see if you can bring your right leg onto your shoulder. Now, let me go get some belts for everybody, but essentially we're going to try to grab the top of your right foot with your left hand, other way, Rana. So come from the other way. Keep your right hand on the ground. Take this left hand and grab the top of the foot. Yes, you got it. But here, there you go. And now, as you inhale, try to straighten that right leg and look under the left elbow. I'm going to go get us some belts. So here's one way to use your belt. You can wrap it around your foot, creating a little bit more space for yourself and seeing if you can extend further. Anybody else want a belt? Okay. Exhale 4. Inhale. Getting a lot of side stretches today. Exhale 5. Now, you can bring the leg back over. Okay. You can extend the left leg out if you want. And see if you can press some weight into your hands. You can take blocks underneath your hands. And then if that's cool, you can stay here. You can maybe lift the left leg and try to balance. If that's all cool, you can cross one leg over the other, shift weight forward, and balance. Keep going, keep going. Tip, creating your chaturanga arms. My friend Rama's doing it for us. Pulling those elbows in. Just like we do all those chaturanga arms, just like when we were folding forward. So again, different things to try. I would put my hands on blocks here if I like, just to try and press up. Here. Here. That's a good one, Syrup. I don't mind that. If you can't get there, don't give up. Try little increments of it. Melissa, how are we feeling? Okay, all right, I tried it. Okay, don't worry, there's another side so we can try again. So now bring the legs back, swing the legs around, and come into downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward to a lunge. Exhale, bring the right foot to the outside of the right knee to the outside of the left foot and come to sit down. Now set up for Agni Stambhasana, stacking the left shin on top of the right, making sure the feet are dorsal flexed. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, walk the hands back. And then take the left shin and cradle it like it's a little baby. It's really just helping to loosen the hip joint. You don't have to do it so rough. It can be a little It's a baby after all. Now you can lengthen the right leg out or you can keep the right leg bent. But anyway, whichever you choose, whether it's here or here, you're going to take the left arm and thread it underneath the left leg. And then try to get this left leg, just throw it over your shoulder. No big deal, right? And now grab over top the left foot with the right hand. You can use a belt here and loop that around your foot to create some space. And then as you inhale, exhale here. And look under the right. Good, Radha. Good. Use that left hand as leverage. So that left hand is pressing down into the ground as you're trying to lift and expand the torso. Saurabh, good. Now inhale, you can bring the left leg back over the shoulder and release it. And then bring the hands down to the ground. See if you can press into blocks or the ground here and just lift the buttocks off the floor. Maybe you lift the right leg off. If that's easy peasy, cross, creating those chaturanga arms, and then shift the weight forward. You got that, Helena. Good for you. You can use blocks to try and create a little bit of space for yourself. Maybe put a blanket down as like a security blanket for your face if that feels like you need it. Good, Melissa. I think bend in. The left side for me is harder than the right on this one. You okay?
Yeah, I feel like the sound is a little bit weird for me.
It feels a little weird.
Yeah.
Like,
It doesn't feel right.
do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay. Pull that elbow in, like as if you were doing chaturanga. And bend the elbows a lot. Bend the elbows a lot. Keep bending your elbows. I know it's hard, but it's fun to try. Good, everybody. Good, Sarah. Okay. So now just shift the hips to one side or the other and come back into swing the legs around, come into a downward facing dog. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, side plank on the right. So shifting weight into the right hand, stack the left leg on top of the right, or you can bring the right knee down to the ground. Inhale, exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5, inhale, bring the left hand down to plank, and then exhale onto the left hand, stacking the right leg on top of the left. You can bring the left leg down to the ground. Exhale 1. Making like those feet are like in Tadasana, as if they were pressing into the ground, but they're just pressing into the air. Exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3. Melissa, shift the hips forward a little bit. Exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, seat to heels, child seat. And let's set up for headstand practice. So if you need to use the wall, go ahead. If you have a headstand practice and you want to do that in the middle of a room, by all means, go ahead. Bringing the arms alongside the ears in child seat and interlacing the fingers in front of you. Bringing the head behind the wrist creases, creating a firm and solid foundation with those forearms. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, and walk the feet forward. Hips come over shoulders. Bend the knees into the chest. Start to lift the knees with control. And then finally, raise the legs. So my friend Sora, come down for a second, please. We can use a blanket, but the forearms are going to go on the mat. Forearms are going to go on the mat. Okay. Now, before you put your head down, I'm going to put this blanket here. Okay. But keep the wrist creases closer together. Got it? Pull your wrists together. And now place the head down on the ground and make sure that it's making connection with the earth. And now go ahead. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. But don't sink into the back of the neck. You need to come onto the top of the head. Okay? Ooh, Melody, that core strength. Good job. If your legs are still in headstand, you can plan your descent with control. And then come to rest in child seat. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. You can stay where you are if you're at the wall. And then just tuck the toes, lift the hips. On the exhale, come into downward facing dog. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. And then exhale, pressing into the tops of the feet, lifting the hands, staying in cobra. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Rest the cheek to one side and rock the hips from side to side. Bringing the arms alongside the torso and turning the forehead toward the center. On the inhale, bringing the legs together and lifting everything up in one unit for Shalabhasana. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, grab my wrists. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Rest the cheek to the other side and rock the hips from side to side. Bring the forehead back to center, bend the knees, reach around, grab the outside of the ankles. Setting up for Dhanurasana or bow seat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Rock the hips from side to side. One more upward bow. Turn the forehead back to center. Reach around. Grab the outside of the feet or the ankles. On the inhale, lift up. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Rock the hips. Bring the left arm alongside the ear. Roll over onto the back. Bend the knees. Bring the arms alongside the body. Tickle the heels with the fingertips. And then on the inhale, pressing into the feet and lifting the hips. Exhale, clasp the hands behind the back. Setu Bandhasana, half bridge. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale. Release the hands. Bring the hips down. You can windshield wiper the knees from side to side. And then yogi's choice, you can do that again, Setu Bandhasana. You can put a block underneath the sacrum and do a supported Setu Bandhasana. Or you can move into 3 Urdhva Dhanurasanas, upward bows. So if you're moving into upward bow, place the hands next to the shoulders, fingertips pointing toward the shoulders. And then pressing into the hands, pressing into the feet and lifting up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Push me away. Inhale. Keep doing it. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin into the chest and come down. Windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Setting up for second Urdhva Dhanurasana. Hands and feet in place. And then on the inhale, lift up. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin. windshield wiper the knees from side to side. And then before we move into our third Urdhva Dhanurasana, just bringing the hands to the third eye in prayer, closing the eyes for a minute, and remembering our intention for tonight as we do our heart and back bends and heart openers. It's good to remember that intention. And then bringing the hands next to the ears and lifting up for our final Urdhva Dhanurasana. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin into the chest and come down. Hug the knees into the chest. Give the knees a hug. Make small circles with the sacrum. And then bring the knees over to the left side. And then on the exhale, twist over to the right. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, bring the knees back to center. Exhale, bring the knees to the other side. Looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Inhale, come back to center. Give the knees a hug. And then rock and roll up. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, rock forward. And come to sit up. Bringing the soles of the feet together. Making an elongated diamond with the legs for setting up for Tarasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Bring the fingertips around the toe. And then exhale, bring the forehead toward the soles of the feet, trying to keep the spine straight. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Sarab, fold forward. Exhale, 3. All right. Inhale. Bring the legs out a little bit. Exhale, 4. There you go. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, come to sit up tall. And then exhale, lengthen the legs out in front of you. Dandasana, staff seat, pressing through the heels. Toes point up toward the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, folds forward over the legs for Paschimottanasana. Nice try. You have to do Paschimottanasana first. Come on. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. In case you want it. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Lengthen these legs. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Pressing through the heels. Toes are pointed up to the sky. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Inhale, come to sit up. Now bring the fingertips behind the sit bones. Keep the legs straight, pointing the toes. And on the inhale, lift the hips, coming into incline plank. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin into the chest and come down. And let's everybody everybody set up for Viparita Karani. So bring your mat to the wall. Legs up the wall. You can put a blanket underneath the sacrum if you'd like. Radha, I might open the blanket just one so that it kind of comes across the mat. There you go. And then move the blanket up to the wall. Again, you don't have to use a blanket. It's just a nice idea. Come to sit at the edge and the side of the mat. And then tip the torso over and lift the legs up the wall. You can close the eyes. We'll do a little guided visualization once we all get there. No rush. You can close the eyes, lie back, bring the arms alongside the body, or you can cross them in front of the chest. That's okay. And then as you take a deep, full inhale, visualize a red hot fluid at the navel and picture that red hot fluid being drawn up from the navel to the throat. Retain the breath in the throat for just a few seconds, allowing it to become a cool shade of blue. When it's cold and blue, exhale it out the top of the head and watch it go. And then bring the awareness back to the navel as you inhale and picture that red hot fluid at the navel. Draw the red hot fluid up to the throat for a few seconds and watch it turn a cool shade of blue. When it's cold, exhale it out the top of the head and watch it go. Bring the awareness back to the navel and picture the red hot fluid at the navel. On the inhale, bring that red hot fluid up to the throat and watch it turn a cool shade of blue. When it's cold, exhale it out the top of the head and watch it go. Bring your awareness back to the navel and picture the red hot fluid at the navel. On the inhale, draw that red hot fluid up to the throat and watch it turn a cool shade of blue. When it's cold, exhale it out the top of the head and watch it go. Bring your awareness to the red hot fluid at the navel. On the inhale, bring that red hot fluid up to the throat and watch it turn a cool shade of blue. When it's cold, exhale it out the top of the head. Bring the awareness to the navel and visualize that red hot fluid. On the inhale, bring that red hot fluid up to the throat and watch it turn a cool shade of blue. Once it's cold, exhale it out the top of the head and watch it go. Continue on doing that for yourself, picturing the red hot fluid at the navel. On the inhale, moving the red hot fluid up to the throat and watching it turn a cool shade of blue. Once cold, exhale it out the top of the head and watch it go. Continue doing that for a few more rounds on your own. slowly start to bring the legs down the wall to the side, rolling over onto the right side or the left side. That's okay. And then coming to lie flat on the back, on the mat, setting up for Shavasana, final resting pose. So letting go of that Ujjayi breathing. Maybe putting a sweater on if you get cold, or putting a blanket on top. Rolling a blanket and putting it underneath the knees, releasing the pressure on the back. Legs come out to the side, feet come out to the side. Palms can face up alongside the body. And just relaxing down into the mat, Shavasana. Bring your awareness to your feet and tell the feet to relax. Bring the awareness to your ankles. Tell your ankles, relax. Bring the awareness to your calves. Tell your calves to relax. Bring the awareness to your thighs. Tell your thighs, relax. Bring the awareness to your glutes. Tell your glutes, relax. Bring the awareness to your fingers. Tell your fingers, relax. Bring the awareness to your arms. Tell the arms, relax. Bring the awareness to the chest. Tell the chest, relax. Bring the awareness to the shoulders. Tell the shoulders, relax. Bring the awareness to your neck. Tell the neck, relax. Bring the awareness to the chin. Tell the chin, relax. Bring the awareness to your mouth. Tell the mouth, relax. Bring the awareness to the jaw. Tell the jaw, relax. Bring the awareness to the forehead. Tell the forehead, relax. Bring the awareness to the top of the head. And tell the top of the head, relax. Take a deep, full inhale. Fill the body with the breath. And then exhale everything out. Take another deep, full inhale. Starting to bring movement back into the body. First wiggling the fingers, then the toes, then making circles with the ankles and the wrists. Reach the arms up overhead. Reach the arms in one direction, the legs in another. Stretch the right side, stretch the left side, and then make your way into a fetal position on the right side. And then press into the left hand and come to sit up, finding a comfortable seat for meditation. Sitting up tall, closing the eyes, resting the palms on the knees, focusing on the breath, taking deep, full inhales and exhales, drawing the senses inward, focusing the mind. On the inhale, silently say to yourself, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. On the exhale, silently say to yourself, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Bringing the hands together in prayer and bowing the head slightly. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some small way to that happiness and to that freedom for all. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. Have a beautiful weekend. Stay warm. And don't forget, Yoga Shwari is going to be here for next Thursday at the Annex, not to be missed. It's great. And then she's also doing an inversion workshop, another one, Saurabh, another inversion workshop at 4 o'clock here.